Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. I am Miss Gurmeet Kaur from Vidya Bal Bhavan Public School, your social science teacher. Let us study social science. We will revise the chapter Globe, a model of the earth today. Let us start. Yes, students. As I told you, we will revise the chapter Globe, a model of the earth. Let us start. Now we will study the important terms of the chapter. The very first important term of the chapter is globe. Globe. Globe is a model of the earth. Now students, what is a globe? Globe is a model of the earth. Then comes equator. The equator is the longest and the most important line of latitude. What is equator? Equator is the most important line of latitude. It runs in the middle of the globe. It runs in the middle of the globe. Then comes latitude. The angular distance of a place north or south of the earth's equator is called the latitude. The angular distance of a place, when you will see, when we will study it in the form of a figure also, at that particular point of time you will see that the distance of the north and south of the earth equator from the angles is what is latitude. Then you have. Now we will study about longitude. If we will look at the globe, we will find semicircles joining the North Pole and the South Pole. There will be semicircles that join the North Pole and the South Pole. These are called lines of longitude or meridians. The last is grid. The latitude and the longitude intersect each other at right angles. As I told you in the previous class also, that the latitude and longitude intersect each other at right angles and form a network. This network is called the grid. Now, we will start the revision. What is the shape of the earth? The earth is round in shape. Let us see. The earth is round in shape. Then it is slightly flat at the poles and bulges at the equator. Let us see. You can see these are the poles at the starting portion, at the top and at the downward portion. At the top and at the downward, you can see it is flat. But when it comes to equator, it gets scattered. It spreads. So it bulges at the equator. Bulges mean when something gets scattered or spread. Now, so it is slightly flat at the poles and bulges at the equator. Round in shape, flat at the poles and bulges at the equator. Spreads or gets scattered. Now, what is this? This is a globe. So, it is a globe. The globe is a model of the earth. Let us see. You can see the entire earth on the globe. So, globe is a model of the earth. Now, the globe shows us the shape and the location of the continents, oceans and seas of a smaller scale. We can see the shape of the earth, that is basically we can see the earth, we can see the location of the continents, we can see the location of the oceans and seas on the globe. Let us see. So, this is a globe. You can see here is the South Atlantic. So, you can see here the South Atlantic Ocean. Here. South Atlantic Ocean. So, as I told you, the globe shows us the shape and also shows us the continent, ocean and seas. You can see this entire blue portion reflects the water surface. It reflects the water surface. You can see the seas, river, oceans. Now, it also shows the shape and the location of the countries. Let us see. So, we can see the round shape of the earth. And it also makes us see the countries. These detailed markings are regarding the countries. Now, we can see only the half of the globe at a time. Let us see. If you see the globe, you can only see half globe at a particular point of time. The forward portion. If you take example of this pen, you can just see the forward part. When I will rotate it, then you will be able to see the backward portion. Similarly, if we talk about earth, so you can see only the forward part, the forward portion. You will have to turn it, rotate it to see the backward part. So, to see the other half, we will have to turn it around. To see the other half, we will have to turn it around or rotate. It can be turned around a line passing through it. Now you can see. So when we will rotate it, a line will pass through it. When we will rotate it, a line will pass through it. This line is called the axis, and this is an imaginary line made out of our appropriation or approximation. It is not accurate, but it is an appropriate line, an imaginary line. You can see. Now we will rotate. This line will turn up, that is axis. This red line will turn up, that is axis, and it is an imaginary line. Now comes the north and the south pole. The axis of the globe has two endpoints, that is the north pole and the south pole. Let us see. So here you can see this axis, and you can also see that in this earth, in this planet, you have this portion. The axis is there and two endpoints are there. At the north direction, the endpoint is called the north pole, and at the south direction, the endpoint is called as the south pole. Got it? At the north direction it is called the north pole, and south direction it is called the south pole. Now you have advantages of globe. What are the advantages of globe? Let us see. It promotes visual accuracy. When you will see the globe, you will be able to locate the country, the continent and ocean. It means you will be able to locate the place accurately. That is accurately. It helps in the preparation of maps. When we have to prepare the maps and we want to know the location at that particular point of time, globe will help us to understand the location and to locate it on a map. The advantage of map. Now what is the advantage of map? So the advantage of map is that we can see the entire world at the same time. When you see a map or when you see a globe, the advantage is that we can see the entire world at a particular point of time. The entire world at a particular point of time. Now comes the latitude. See, the angular distance of a place north or south of the Earth's equator is called the latitude. The angular distance will be the angular distance that is of north and south to the Earth's equator. Then a notional circle of a constant latitude on the Earth's surface parallel to the equator is called the lines of latitude. Let us see. So the two main important points is the angular distance. This is 90 degree, this is 60 degree, this is 30 degree, and these red lines are the latitude. These red lines are the latitude. Now the distance between 90 degree to the equator, 60 degree to the equator, 30 degree to the equator reflects the latitude. You can see 30 degree mein you have this latitude, in 60 degree you have this latitude. So this is basically the distance. This is basically the distance of this angular degree to the equator. And secondly, parallel point. Parallel means that when one line is below another line, two straight lines are there, and one line is below the another line. So it becomes parallel. So latitude is the distance, angular distance between the 60 degree, 90 degree to the equator. And secondly, latitude, these red lines are parallel to the equator because one line is below the another line. Now we have equator. What is the equator? The equator is the longest and the most important line of latitude. You can see it is the longest and most important line of latitude. It is also a latitude. Latitude is what? Horizontally, like this, not like this, like this. So you can see this red line latitude is also there, and equator is also a straight line. So it is also a latitude. And then it runs in the middle of the globe. Let us see. Yes, it is in the middle of the globe. In the middle of the globe. Now comes the northern hemisphere. So the portion which is north of the equator is called the northern hemisphere. Let us see. You can see north part of the globe is the northern hemisphere. The portion which is north of the equator. This border line is reflecting the equator. This is depicting the equator. And the portion which is north, which is to the north of the equator is the northern hemisphere. North of the equator is this is north. It is northern hemisphere. Then comes southern hemisphere. The portion which is south of the equator. Let us see. So this entire blue line is reflecting, depicting the equator and the portion south to it. This is south. The portion south to it will reflect, this entire southern part will reflect southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere. Yes. Now the topic is lines of latitude. The lines of latitudes or parallels are marked in degrees. They are marked in degrees. The lines of latitude start at the equator. As I told you, equator is also latitude, so it starts at the equator only. Then the equator is at 0 degree. Let us see. You can see 0 degree, the latitude, the equator. The equator is at 0 degree. You can see this is 0 degree. Depicting the equator. The north pole is 90 degree north and the south pole is 90 degrees south. Now, the parallels in the northern hemisphere are marked as 10 degree north, 20 degree north and so on. Because they are in the northern hemisphere, so N is written. N is written. Now the parallels in the southern hemisphere are marked as 10 degrees south, 20 degrees south, as they are in the southern hemisphere, because of which it is written S. You can see S. Now you can see the picture also. Now comes important parallels. Important parallels. So these important parallels reflecting are Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north. This is basically, these are the parallels and this is the degrees that they have, the distance they have from the equator. The distance they have from the equator. Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north. Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north. Equator is at 0 degree. Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degrees south and Antarctic Circle 66.5 degrees south. Now let us see a picture. Here for example, you can understand Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 north, Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 south and equator at 0 degree. Now comes the lines of longitude. If we will look at the globe, we will find semicircles joining the North Pole and the South Pole. So you can see these red lines are like a semicircle because from this red line one rotation will be there. This red line one rotation will be there. So these are the semicircles which join the North Pole and the South Pole. You can see it is joining the North Pole and the South Pole. North Pole and the South Pole. Okay, so these are called the lines of longitude or meridians. Meridians are imaginary lines. Meridians are imaginary line. These are all meridians. We call them as meridians. Now, they are numbered from 0 degree to 180 degree. Let us see. So, they are numbered from 0 degree to 180 degree. 0 degree to 180 degree. Then, you have all meridians are equal in length. Let us see. All these red lines, when they will come from North Pole to South Pole and have one rotation. One rotation like this. So all these red lines, the longitudes are equal in length. Now, prime meridian. The meridian passing through the Greenwich near London is taken as a straight line and it is 0 degree longitude. So what is a prime meridian? The meridian which is passing through Greenwich, a place, Greenwich near London, which is near London, is taken as a straight line. Let us see. You can see here, this is the prime meridian which is passing through the Greenwich, which is near London. This is the prime meridian. Now, it is 0 degree longitude. Let us see. So, it is 0 degree longitude. Longitude is like this, the straight line, and latitude is like this. Okay. So, it is 0 degree longitude. Now, you have east longitude. The longitude to the east of Greenwich. Let us see. So, the longitude which will be here, these blue lines you can see. So, the longitude which will be at the east part is the east longitude. Now, the west longitude which is to the west of Greenwich. Let us see. So, the longitudes that are at the west side, are the west longitude. Now, we will talk about grid. So, the latitude and longitude intersect each other at right angles and form a network. You can see These are the latitudes, these and these are the longitudes, the straight lines. They intersect each other at 90 degree. At 90 degree. In the previous class also I told you 90 degree is a right angle. They are intersecting at the 90 degree, which is a right angle. So this network is called the grid. When latitude like this will intersect longitude at 90 degree, a network will form. This network is grid. Now the grid also helps us in locating places. Like example, if we want to locate Puducherry, we must know its latitude and the longitude, and the place where two will cross each other is Puducherry. Let us see. Like this. When we know the latitude of the Puducherry and we know the longitude of the Puducherry, both of them will intersect at a point. That will be the location of Puducherry. It means if we want to locate a particular thing, a particular place, we need to know the longitude and the latitude, and the point where they will intersect will be our destination, will be the place we are searching for. Okay students, I hope all these concepts were clear to you. Do revise properly. Stay happy. Stay safe from coronavirus. Please save environment. Thank you.